Hey everyone. I had done a video for you guys prior and I was hoping that stuff would be up a little bit sooner. However, there was music in the background and YouTube flagged it. On some copyright stuff. So, our videos are going to have to be without. Hence the reason you can take the podcast and sync it up on the back, or not the podcast, the playlist, and sync it up on the back end when you do the flow. That being said, why don't we go ahead and ground and root down? We're going to spend some time initially in this mantra that you can come back to. So this is a new moon in Libra. This new moon is all about, right, balance. We spent a lot of time in yoga speaking about balance anyway. That being said, my mentor and dear friend Malia Lazu likes to say, everything in moderation, even moderation. I am a firm believer in that, right? So we do not chastise ourselves for kind of like having like those, one-off nights and things. I think that things need to be, or the days that we do absolutely nothing, right? So balancing that space of like our busyness, right, and kind of moving away from that busy culture into a culture of, I think what my mentors would call to intention to impact. And so being intentional about how we move, being intentional about how we speak, being intentional about the relationships that we have, and how we show up for ourselves and for people within our lives. So with that said, why don't we go ahead and ground down through our seats. Take the crown of the head and go ahead and lift the head up to the sky. Close your eyes. You can take one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Just allowing yourself to come into your breath. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Let's go for two more. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. So coming into our mantra and our inhale, we're going to come to this space where we say, I live gratefully through the love in my life. So nice deep inhale. I live gratefully through the love in my life, holding at the top. And then on our exhale, I am balanced by love in my thought, word, and deeds. So on our inhale, I live gratefully through the love in my life. And then on our exhale, I am balanced by love in my thought, word, and deeds. All right, let's go for 5 more rounds of this. So big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, I live gratefully through the love in my life. Holding at the top. Exhale, I am balanced by love in my thought, word, and deeds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, I live gratefully through the love in my life. And then exhale, I am balanced by love in my thought, word, and deeds. Let's go for 2 more. last one, big inhale. I live gratefully through the love in my life, holding at the top. Maybe take another sip in, and maybe one more sip. And exhale. I am balanced by love in my thought, word, and deeds. Coming into some normal breath. Always starting off our flow from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to this earth as she rises up to meet us, always reminding us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of the lands that we're seated upon. So here in Billings, right, it is the Crow and the Cheyenne, the Salish and the Blackfeet tribes. Always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first step in us coming into right relationship, being reminded that we are balanced by love in thought, word, and deed. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga as it reminds us that all human beings are innately good, that we are kind and generous, honest and truthful. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and the sustainers of this practice. From a space of ahimsa, meaning loving action. Big inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our own ancestors and our own lineage. Acknowledging their trials, triumphs, their tribulations, and their transgressions. And holding ourselves responsible in terms of the way that we heal ourselves to repair and restore from damages that have been done, and how we choose to move forward to build a peaceful and loving world. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. If there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this evening or morning, right, whenever you're trying to get into this new moon flow, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Come back into your room and your space. This would be a good time for you to switch on the playlist if you've got it, so you can kind of move along. It's a fun one this go round, so I'm sad that I'm not going to flow with it to you guys with it, but I'll turn it on and flow later. So that being said, maybe rock back on your seat, change up the cross of your feet, sitting up nice and tall. Crown of the head lifts, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Let the hands rest easy on the knees, the tops of the thighs. And then just slowly, soft gaze out in front of you. Maybe bring a smile to your face, right? And think about what it is that you're welcoming into your life in this new moon, right? This big new moon cycle. Acknowledge the work that's going to go and the effort, right, that's going to be put forth in order to open up and create room, right, to let go of old beliefs, old patterns, old habits, in order for us to welcome those things within our lives. And then on our next inhale, I'm going to draw my rings, y'all. Go ahead and sweep your arms high. Exhale, let's fly. Inhale up. Exhale, press. We go for 8. Engage your low belly for 7. Flip and press for 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale high. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line. Let's do some Kapalbhati breath to start us off in the slow. So interlock your fingers. Maybe take the interlock that you're not used to taking. You're going to flip your palms out and away from you, and then pull your palms side to the sky. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. So the snap comes from the low part of the belly, right in between your belly button and your pubic bone, right? You're going to snap it in. The inhale happens automatically. So nice deep inhale first. Exhale, clear the lungs. And then we snap. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Hands come all the way down to the sides. We're going to do that again with the opposite interlock of their hands. So inhale, arms swim high. Exhale, pull the hands down to your heart line. Interlock your fingers opposite the way you did last time. Maybe it's the more comfortable grip. Press your palms out and away. So sorry, y'all. I have been yawning lately. So just my body telling me I need to probably rest a little bit more. Big inhale. Exhale, clear the lungs. And then we snap. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Take that left hand to your right knee and spin yourself to look back behind you. Hand can come and tent at the base of the spine, or that right hand can come all the way around to grab onto the inside of your left hip. Lift through the crown of the head and turn and look back behind you. So wringing out any discomfort, right? Wringing out any feelings of unworthiness. Bring yourself back through your center line. Right hand to left knee. Left hand swims back behind. Tent the fingers at the base of the spine. Pull up to the crown of the head and turn and look out past your shoulder. Hand can come all the way around to grab onto the inside of your hip. Optional. And then slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Hands come to your knees. Inhale, pull your heart and your chest forward. Exhale. Seated cat-cows. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, pull. One more time. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back to center. Feet come out in front of you. Take them a little bit wider. And you're going to move and shift your seat back behind you. Hands are going to grip onto your knees, and then inhale. Chest can pull forward. Grab into the back part of your thighs if you need a little bit more like support. And then exhale. Round into yourself. Pull up and in on the low belly. Chin tucks into chest. Inhale. Chest moves forward. Exhale, pull back. 2 more. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, pull back. 1 more time. Inhale. Chest moves forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, chest comes up. Take your feet out in front of you, coming into a boat pose. Point your toes. And then open your legs wide and bring them back together. So kick them up, bend, out. Okay, I'm gonna do it from the side angle, y'all. So you can think about grabbing onto the back part of your thighs. Pull your chest, round your shoulder blades down your back. So out, in, up. Point the toes, knees down. If you want more of a challenge, release the hands. Out, in, kick the legs up, down. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, For 5, pulling on the low belly. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Feet come down to the earth, hands come back behind you, fingertips turn towards you, and the inside part of your wrists are away. Press into the palms, pop up through the chest, and with the knees, drop over to the right hand side first. Breathe here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, move the knees through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Knees drop, press through the palms, pull up through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale, press. Roll back and down through the shoulders. Exhale. Knees come back to center. Press into your palms. Press into the soles of the feet. Lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. Big inhale here. Exhale. Swing yourself back. Inhale up. Hands can be a little bit wider. Exhale. Swing back. We'll go for 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Drop your seat, sit up nice and tall. Flex the toes back towards your face and walk your hands down your thighs as you pull the crown of the head towards the tops of the feet, relaxing and releasing through the glutes and the hamstrings. Toes, look back at your face. Shifting back and forth, side to side. Nice deep inhale here. Chest and heart, crown of the head pull forward, low belly pulls up and in. 2 more big breaths here, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself down and over the tops of your thighs a little bit more. You can always tuck your chin in towards your chest and round into yourself, catching more of a compression of your thyroid gland here. Right, that's optional. And then exhale slowly, walk yourself back up. You're gonna swing that left leg out and then sole of that right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Move and shift your seat. And then turn towards that bent leg first. So counter, engage that leg, flex through the foot, get a nice little pop sometimes in your hip. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, down and over the top of that thigh. Pull the crown of the head forward. Squeeze the inside of the thigh, the sole of the foot together. Elbows drop to either side of the calf. Now always tuck your chin in towards your chest. Pull up and in on your low belly. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Walk yourself back up your shin, rock back on your seat, swap out your feet, turn, press the sole of the foot down and hands come to either side, press into the palms, find a little counter, and then exhale slowly, bring yourself back, arms come high, exhale, you come down and over. Hands can come to the base of the foot. Elbows can drop to either side. They can always come to the shin. Your low belly pulls in. Your elbows drop. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly, walk yourself back up. Take both of your legs wide. Move and shift your seat back and forth, side to side again. Nice deep inhale. Okay, toes flex back towards the face. We're coming over the tops of our hips. Fingertips come out in front of us. We pull ourselves down using the strength of our hands to come into the posture. Press down through the heels as you drop down through the chest and pull up and in on the low belly. Stay breathing into the hips and the back sides of the knees. Allow your body to let go. You can always cross your forearms and lay your head on top of your wrists. You can always place a block underneath your head. Whatever feels best to you. We're gonna hold this here for 3 more big breaths. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Maybe fingertips curl out a little bit more. Exhale, soften through the back part of the thighs. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, keep your chest low and walk yourself over to the right hand side first. You can take that left hand and grab onto the outside of your right foot as you turn your torso in towards the top of that thigh, relaxing and releasing through the glute. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Exhale, hold. Last time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly move yourself through your center line. Keep your chest low. Turn your torso towards the top of that thigh. Pull your chest down. Relax and release the backside of the hamstring. Through the glute. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold one more time, big inhale. And then exhale, turn your torso parallel back to the mat. Walk it out. Come down and over the tops of the thighs one more time, relaxing and releasing here. Low belly pulls up and in. And then slowly walk yourself back up. You're gonna come up underneath your knees. Shimmy your knees up. Pull the soles of the feet together to touch. Coming into your butterfly. Take the thumb of the left hand and it to the inside of that knee. And you're gonna press the knee away as you turn and pull up and in on the low belly and look out past your right shoulder. Slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Thumb to the inside of the knee. Press the knee away as you drop down through your shoulder and turn and look back behind you as you still pull up and in on your low belly. Slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, elbows come to the inside of the knees. Feet can be further away from you to open up through the outside of the knees or the outsides of the hips, right? Or feet can draw in towards you to open up more through the groin. You assess what it is that you need today, right? On this new moon, maybe it's more groin action, maybe it's more IT band action, maybe it's a little bit of both. A nice deep inhale. And exhale, soften. Again, big inhale. Exhale, soften. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, soften, press into the feet. Pull your knees up in front of you. Take your legs nice and long. And then inhale, arms come high. Exhale down and over the tops of the thighs one last time. Pull the crown of the head forward. Pull the feet back. You can grab onto the outsides of the feet, or you can take your 2-piece fingers and bind your big toe as you pull your head forward and drop your elbows down to either side of your calves. Low belly pulls up and in. Relax through the tops of the thighs, through the glutes. And slowly walk yourself back up. Go ahead and bring yourself into your tabletop. Hands are nice and wide, knees are underneath your hips. Shifting back and forth side to side, swaying hips back and forth side to side, pointing the toes. And massaging out through the knees. If that's a lot on your knees, just keep your feet flat. Maybe you shift back and forth side to side just to check in with the weight. Maybe you do some bigger barrel rolls, taking sit bones back to the heels. We'll go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then take it back that opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back to your center line. Let your hands draw out in front of you. Let your hips stay high, puppy pose. Shift back and forth side to side through the hips. Drop down, chin can come down to the mat. Press into the palms. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Try not to draw all of the weight onto the elbows. Distribute it between the forearms and the palms. Get into the upper part of the back. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, let yourself shift forward. Let your shoulders shift over your elbows. Take your pelvis down to the earth, coming into your Sphinx pose. Press down through the tops of the feet. Wrap the muscles around the bones. Compression in the low part of the back. Maybe you take your toes and point them towards your head. If you want a little bit more here, maybe you press into your palms and rock back. Roll down through the shoulders. Big inhale here. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Press to the knees. Engage the low belly, and then send your hips back and high. Pedal out through the feet. Check in with the hands. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Eyes of the elbows, the inside of the elbows turn to look away from you. Point of the elbow looks back at you. Go ahead and tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Top of the mat. Inhale. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, tent the arms, open up through the heart and the chest, and then pull the palms together to touch. All right, y'all. So let's go through, we'll do a little moon flow this evening rather than a sun. And then we will bring it back down. Trying to stay with deeper opening and releasing rather than moving quickly through stuff. We'll do at least like 1 sun salutation though to keep it kind of linear as well. So all of the ways. Okay, inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. If you want to turn long ways on your mat, that's always a nice option for moon flows. So you're not kind of like stepping out this way. You can kind of just be on your mat the long way and move through it. Okay, so inhale, arms come high. Interlock your fingers, pull up and out of the waistline. Feet can be hip width distance apart, or toes can come together to touch. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones. Reach up and out of the waistline. And then slowly pull yourself over towards the right hand side of your room. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Hip moves further to the left. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back to your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Pull yourself back. Reach through the fingertips here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, last one. Big inhale. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Go ahead and tent open through your heart and your chest. Inhale, arms come high. And then exhale, moon salute. Hands come down to your third eye. Come back to that intention, right? What you are welcoming into your life. Hands move down to your heart line, your heart space. Inhale, arms sweep high. Step with your left foot out, wide. Arms come high, toes turn out first, coming into your star pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna turn on the heel of the left foot, the heel of the right foot, 45-degree angle with that back left foot. Your right foot's on nice and straight here. Kick your hip back and reach. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes to the sky. Pull up and out of the waistline and wrap your muscles around your bones. Big inhale here. Exhale. Put a big bend in your knee. Bring yourself down. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. If you want a little bit of challenge, you can always come onto the ball of that front foot, and then exhale. Turn your torso down to the mat. That left hand's gonna plant to the inside of your right foot. Your right hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale. Turn your torso down to the earth and pivot on the heel of that right foot. As you pop your left foot high to the sky, sit down, toes pop up to the sky. Skandasana, big inhale here. Check to make sure that this bent right knee isn't coming beyond your toes. You can sit with your hands here, right? Exhale, hold. If this is a lot, you can always bring yourself up a little bit higher and hold here, right? And then slowly shift yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. You're gonna move towards that left foot. Bend and your right toes are gonna pop up here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Ground down through the foot. Hands can come to the chest. Exhale, one more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Lift through the hips and turn your torso towards that left foot. Right hand to the inside of the left foot, and then left hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, turn the torso parallel back down to the earth. Hop that back foot up as you bring yourself up and into a triangle pose. So that left hand down the front part of the left shin, right hand high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself back up. Turn your toes out. Arms come high into star. Exhale, squat it down. Goddess pose. You can kind of shift back and forth side to side here. I love these pants. I don't know if they still make them. They're by Sweaty Betty. I got them when I was in New York. I think that they're a London-based company. They're awesome, yeah. And then inhale, arms high. They're like textured and ribbed, but like flowy. They're just, yeah, good pants, yeah. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then let's reverse it here. And then inhale into star. Exhale, squeeze it. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Turn your toes. And then you're gonna step your left foot, or excuse me, your right foot to meet your left. And then inhale, arms come high. Exhale, lean to the left-hand side first. Use the strength of the hands to pull you into the posture, and then pull yourself back to your center line. Inhale high. And then exhale. Same thing on that opposite side. Inhale back. Hands move down to your third eye. Come back to that intention, and then hands move down to your heart line. Okay, same thing again. We're gonna move this way on our mats this time though. So inhale, arms sweep high. Pull up and out of the waist and pull yourself over towards that opposite side of the room. Left armpit forward, right armpit back, or excuse me, left armpit forward, right hip forward. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, bring yourself back to center, inhale up, and then pull yourself over to that opposite side. Big breath here. Exhale, pull yourself back to your center. Little mini baby back bend here, maybe tent the arms. Pull up through the heart and the chest, maybe squeeze the glutes as you send your hips forward. And then bring yourself back, up, hands down to your third eye. Come back to what you're calling in. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Go ahead and step. Okay, that foot out. Bring your toes out, come into star for a moment. Big inhale. Exhale, turn your left foot out this time, your right foot in. Wrap your muscles around the bones. Send the hips back, reach through the fingertips. Hand comes to shin, opposite hand comes to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale, lift. Exhale, turn the torso parallel back down, pivot on the ball of that back foot, right hand to the inside of your left foot, left hand high to the sky. Exhale, turn the torso, pivot on the heel of that left foot. As you pop your right foot up, Skandasana, drop down through your seat. Hands can come to your heart. And then slowly move yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Toes pop up. Sit down through the seat. Maybe hands stay planted. Maybe hands come to the heart. Hands root. And you're gonna turn and drop down through, so lift the hips and turn and drop down through that left heel as you turn towards the right. Nice deep inhale, and then you're gonna sweep yourself up and into that triangle on this right hand side. So kick that hip out, right hand reaches, it comes down to the right shin, left hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hold one more time, big inhale, reach. Exhale, pull yourself back up, turn your toes out. Arms come high, star pose. Exhale, squat it down. Shift, move your hips, tuck your pelvis under, right? So your tailbone tucks under and your heart lifts. So you stay in a nice straight line in the spine. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squat. One more time. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squat. Inhale, arms lift. Turn your toes on straight, and this time step that left foot back to meet your right. Arms high. Pull yourself over towards that right hand side to start. Slowly pull yourself back to center, and then pull yourself to the left. And then pull yourself back up. Hands come down to your third eye, moon salute. Exhale. Hands come down to your heart space. All right, coming to the top of your mats. Let's run through a quick sauna. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Keep lifting through the hips as you engage the quads. Let yourself hang heavy here. Maybe you flip the palms to step on the hands with the feet. Maybe you massage the meaty part of the palm with the toes. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Bind your two big toes with your two peace fingers. Inhale. Crown of the head pulls forward. Exhale, drop your elbows to either side of your calf like we did in seated. Forward fold, staff pose, big inhale. Exhale, soften.
One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release. Hands plant. Step, step. Feet come back into your plank. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. Fire up through the arms. Seeing if you can press into the palms and create some more extension through the elbows. Look out beyond the front edge of the mat as you drop down to the knees. Come all the way down to the belly. Elbows staying close to the side body. You can lift one leg and then the other. Chin is out on the mat. And then on the next inhale, chin, belly, and heart lift. Elbows staying close to the side body. Exhale, bring yourself all the way down. Take your arms wide and tent your fingertips this time. Inhale. Chest lifts. And then you're going to drop down through that right shoulder and look out past your left. Inhale. Exhale, same thing. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift here. Exhale, lower. Hands next to the bust line. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together to touch. And then we're just slowly going to lift here. Hands can stay next to the bust. You can also take your head down, but we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Put a bend in the knees. Windshield wiper the feet back and forth, side to side. Hands come next to your bust line. Press into your palms and take the sit bones down to your heels. Curl your fingertips out in front of you. Relax into the pose. Big inhale here. And then exhale, shift yourself up. Sit bones to the heels, knees come together to touch. And then you're gonna shift yourself over and onto your seat. Legs are gonna kick out in front of you. And you're gonna bring yourself all the way down and onto your back. Interlock your fingers around the front part of your right knee and shin. Pull it down towards your right armpit. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and then kick the sole of the feet high to the sky. Walk the hands up the back part of the calf and the leg. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Take the hands to the outside of that right knee. Right arm comes long and wide. Let that right hip shift over that left. Soften and turn and look out past your right fingertips. And slowly pull yourself back through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Let that left or right leg come long down to the end of the mat. Interlock your fingers on the front part of your left shin. Pull the left knee in towards your left armpit. Maybe create a little bit of resistance by pressing into the shin. Shin resists and presses back into the hands, right? Creating a little bit of an extra opening in your hip. And then take the sole of the foot high to the sky. Flex the toes back towards the face and walk yourself up the back part of your leg. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Breathe. Kick the leg away from you. Create some space here. Exhale one more time, big inhale.
And then exhale, put a bend in the knee. Hand comes to the outside of the knee. Opposite hand comes long and wide, and then turn and let that left hip stack over your right. Turn and look out past your fingertips. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Pull both knees up into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Roll your chin towards your chest. Maybe point and flex through the feet ever so slightly. You can bind your big toes, and if you want to, you can send both of your legs high to the sky. Pull down through your low belly. You can either flex through the feet and press, or you can try to point through the big toe mounds. Big inhale here. See if you can drop the back of the head down. And if you're really wanting to today, you can take your hands down to the sides, pop your chest up, tuck the chin in towards the chest, and come into a plow pose, taking your feet back behind your head. You flex your toes. And then if your feet get all the way back, you can walk your toes up and in towards you as you put a bend in the knees, and the knees come down to the forehead. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Let yourself roll all the way down to the end of the mat. Legs are lifted high. Point and flex the toes. Put a bend in the knees. Maybe shift back and forth, side to side. Check in with any sensation that you're feeling. And then slowly press the wall in front of you out and away from you as you drop the soles of the feet or the heels down to the earth. Press the heels down. Tuck the tail under, and then let the toes flap out to the side. Hands come down to the side, palm face up into the sky. You press the shoulder or press the elbows, and then roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Tuck your chin in towards your chest one more time. And then let yourself just breathe here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. So we're going to spend some decent time here in our Shavasana this round, everyone. So if there's any final posture that's calling to you, I feel like a lot of times on the new moon, this one is always nice if you kind of want to end up here as I'm reading from some cards, right? We're taking things a little bit more slow today. You can take the soles of the feet all the way up to the sky, and then you can always let the legs just fall down to either side, right? And then you just let gravity be your friend here as you still try to press down through the low back. And then maybe you kind of slowly shift to see if the heels will continue to move down towards the earth, right? But keeping the low back long. Nice deep inhale. Breathing into the belly, to the inside of the thighs. Toes flexing back towards the face. And letting yourself just kind of melt into the posture. Coming back into that space of intention for you, right? I think my intention this full moon, I'm not going to talk to you guys with like my camera, like my head back to the camera, but I want you guys to stay in whatever posture is kind of calling to you. I think feet up the wall is always a good one. You can always just take your legs up high if you're not going to be next to a wall. That's always an option too. Another one that's sometimes a nice long hold, although it can be really uncomfortable if you take the heels wide to either side of the hips, right? Slowly take the seat in between the heels and then bring yourself down and onto your back. This can be a nice long like yin hold at the edge of class. Use your elbows to pop your chest up as you take your arms out overhead and allow yourself just to breathe into the belly as you tuck the chin in towards the chest and you allow yourself just to melt into your mats. Let your knees soften here. If this is the posture that you're choosing, a lot of times this can be a lot on the knees, so take this space as long as you need to when you come out of this one. And again, you're more than welcome to hold as long as you like. Right? Just giving everybody options, allowing you to check in with your body in terms of what your body needs. If you need to hold yourself in plow pose for the rest of class, that's fine. When you come out of this one though, you're gonna pull yourself forward, swing your legs out to the side, take your feet out in front of you so you can have some blood flow back into your knees, and then take yourself all the way down and onto your back again, right? Coming into your Shavasana, or maybe you just choose Shavasana as your final posture as well. So for this new moon, trying to be really practical and like honest, right? I think I've been really trying to focus on this space of like what success, right, like feels like, or what it is. Had people recently say like, what are you doing? Right? In terms of like with my life. And right now I'm being, right? Treading water and figuring out, you know, what the next step is as it comes to me. Because I think for so long I spent so much time like chasing a dream rather than letting the dreams just float to me. You know, I think there's that space where we check in and we understand what it is that we want and we can feel it resonate within our belly, but we really get stuck in the details of who, how, what, when, where. But at the end of the day, you just want to kind of come back to the space of why, right? Like why this is important to you, you know? And if you're going to ask the question of what, and all of the, you know, who, what, where, when, how, I think the one question you can ask in the space of how is, how does the receiving of this and then knowing that you're going to receive this make you feel, right? And not get stuck in the timeline and the details of it. And allowing yourself to be surprised in the moment. So card for us all to take with us. So the number 23, Shamanic Journey, Purpose, Attunement, and Vision Quest. I've been thinking about purpose a lot. I think that at the core of all things, like purpose is that human beings, like we are all creators. I think a lot of us have come away from a space of us creating things. We kind of fall into the assembly line or the assembly row of what those things should be. And it leaves little in terms of a space of imagination. You know, I think as women, a lot of times, you know, we're told, you know, that we need to create, you know, children and all of these things. And if that's the thing that makes us happy, and if it is, then great, right? And that there's more creation to be done as well. You know, and I think as men are told, you know, that you need to create safe space and a home and stability, right? And again, true, right? And create a family, and true, and you know, there's more things to create, you know, because I think that we get to this space where we're like, oh, we hit the pinnacle and that here it is. And to understand that the journey, right, just continues. So, shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. This radiant shamanic priestess rides the wild or the wind horse before the full moon. So this is obviously the new moon flow. However, you know, thinking about us moving towards this full moon in this space of, you know, this space of celebration. So setting our intentions now, right? And maybe, you know, that impact or that vision, right, of what these intentions are and these manifestations that we're hoping that will come to us. Maybe they come into fruition around the full moon. The wind horse before the full moon, heralding a sacred time for us, one that can lead us into great personal healing and radical transformation. A literal or metaphorical journey awaits us, unearthing such profound wisdom that our lives may never be the same. If you wonder what your true purpose is, now is the time to open up and receive. The white feathers of the priestess's headdress are a symbol of spirit, a message about freedom from the mundane world. The pursuit of spiritual matters may be where your greatest purpose lies. An expression of your spirit's value and power may come in the form of shamanic practice, like healing and ceremony and psychic vision. Let yourself look first to the side of you, for it could reveal the core purpose from which all other intentions and activities grow. The antler in the priestess's left hand and her feminine side is a symbol of higher connection. Since a young deer regularly sheds antlers, the message here is to take some time to learn what old perceptions need to be shed for your own growth and higher purpose. Attune to the voice of your higher self and don't be afraid to let go, for the purpose of new opportunities and expanded perception is clear. These new approaches will illuminate your passage in your vision quest. You deserve to devote yourself to your own soul's evolution. Meditate on your purpose and envision the inner outer journeys that will bring you greater attunement. Once you prioritize this process, your purpose will be fulfilled in magical and even miraculous ways. Affirmation: I am attuned to the shaman within. I devote myself to my own soul's journey, and I am blessed. So get ready for all the blessings that you're about to receive, y'all. Because they are coming, okay? And to have faith in that. And to really, really root and ground in the faith that they are on their way to you. This does not mean that you can just sit idly back and like wait for things to drop from the sky. You do need to put in the effort, right? A is for effort, right? You don't have to work yourself to the bone. You don't have to struggle. But there is a certain space of sacrifice. And that usually is a space around patience. So, that being said, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, whatever posture you chose to be in, if you're still in your Shavasana, if you made your way into Shavasana, or if you're up with legs up the wall, slowly begin to make yourself down and out of your posture. If you were in a posture with bent knees this whole time, please allow some blood flow to come back into your knees, your shins and your calves before you really start to move. And when you're ready, you can slowly press yourself up and into a simple seat. One hand can come to heart and one hand can rest on belly. They can rest on your knees, palms face up to receive more energy. Palms face ground to continue to ground yourself. Hands can come to your heart center. And from here, the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in each of you, the collectively in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me this evening, morning, or afternoon, whenever you choose to do this, and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, and souls. And to that I say go in peace, and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much, everyone. Happy new moon, and I will see you all next month. Peace and love.